Hello, my name is Kerrioth, and today, to start off Orktober, we have this, which has nothing to do with orcs. This is a sprue of what looks to be new Slaanesh something or other. I'm not entirely sure what. We're going to try and figure that out right now, but this would appear to be a brand new plastic sprue, incomplete, obviously, of Slaaneshi models. And if we have a quick zoom in here, I know it gets a bit pixelated, I know. You'll notice that the Games Workshop thing, Games Workshop Limited, 2018. And these are not things that you can find on the site. Like, they don't line up with any of the current Slaanesh releases. What I'll do is I'll flash a couple of pictures of those up in the corner so you can see what we're currently working with in terms of Slaaneshi demons. Exactly what these are, there's a couple of ideas, to be honest, for me, and it's between Seekers of Slaanesh, which I think is a possibility. There's a possibility there. We do have some bodies here which could easily be the riders for some Seekers of Slaanesh. But the other possibility, and of course you can see there we've got the head with the tongue sticking out, obviously very, very, very Slaanesh. We've got like what looks like the claws of the feet, a couple of different tail options by the look of things. We have the claws of the riders themselves. I can't see anything really in the way of legs for the riders, but these sprues are like incomplete. You can see the bits have been cut out of them, so it could well be that those parts are in there but just not on the sprue currently. By the look of things, it looks like it will probably be a couple of different sprues around, kind of pretty similar options on both, but it's either Seekers of Slaanesh for my money, or it might be Fiends of Slaanesh. Or it could be a kit that deals with both, actually. Thinking about it, it could be a kit that deals with both. That's possible as well. I mean, if it is Fiends of Slaanesh, that would mean there would be a kind of change in the way that those have been done. I mean, the current Fiend of Slaanesh is definitely quite dated. But if it was a Fiend, it would show a bit of a significant difference in design, I think, because it's got more of a humanoid body this time around, if that is the case. Then again, a lot of the stuff that we see now is dual kit. So actually, thinking about it, I mean, yeah, looking at this stuff, it could be a dual kit for Seekers and Fiends. I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility. If there are enough similar parts on them, and let's face it, with Slaanesh, provided you've got a couple of like really horrendous claws and a bit of anatomy poking out, you're pretty much good to go for whichever demon kit you're going to go for. I think it might actually be quite reasonable to say that perhaps this could be either. I mean, we've got a couple of really big, like, serious tails here on this side, which seem to be, to me, more Fiend than Seeker. But on the other hand, there are also some smaller tails and appendages down here which could quite easily apply to Seekers instead. So it's a little bit tricky. There's a lot of guesswork, obviously, because we don't know exactly what this is. All we've got is this sprue, which here you go, you can see it in its entirety there. But whatever they are, you can take a look at the website yourself. I will put a link to this image in the description as well. They don't match anything that is currently up there. So there'll be a couple of kind of rotate a couple of images of like demonettes, fiends, and seekers. Like kind of cut them in every now and again as we're looking at this. And honestly, I can't see anything that this specifically looks like. The shape of the body is like the shape of the bodies here, for instance, are different from anything else. The actual detail on the bodies are different to anything else. It's actually new Slaanesh, and it makes me incredibly happy. And I'm really hoping that now that this has come out, now that this has been leaked, we'll actually see some decent pictures of this stuff, because that generally tends to be how it works. Someone leaks something and then Games Workshop puts out decent quality images, usually about 2 hours after I've made a video about it, which is obviously just coincidence, but incredibly annoying, because I like waiting for high-res images, and then I'm like, it's not going to happen, and then it does happen. But yeah, I'm genuinely excited about this. It looks really cool. I know it's only a half-finished sprue, or like half-complete sprue, but There's so much detail on these. They look really nice. The one thing that is pushing me towards Fiend, to be honest, is the fact that Seekers already have a plastic sprue. They already have a plastic sprue kit. I don't know whether Games Workshop would necessarily update that I say this soon. They are getting on a bit, but at the same time, they're perfectly serviceable. There's nothing really wrong with them, so to speak. They look okay. Although the way that the old Seeker sprue, like the way those are laid out, there is a lot of empty space. Games Workshop has increasingly moved away from these big kind of half empty sprues to packing as much in as possible. A lot of that I think is to do with the fact that you now get multiple kits per kit, but the older ones they're not like space efficient in any way, shape or form, whereas this is another thing that I think is a good indicator of how new these are. The fact that they are really very kind of efficient in terms of space and the way things have been placed in there and stuff. So yeah, I'm angling maybe a bit more towards Fiends, but it is these bodies that are throwing me off, that make me think that perhaps this could be a dual kit for Fiends and Seekers. Either way, it doesn't matter. Either way, it doesn't really matter what they are. It's new Slaanesh. It's new Slaanesh, and they're clearly sticking to the way Slaanesh should be. It looks right. It looks good, and I just really now want to actually see full models of this stuff. For the love of God, please, Games Workshop, just stick a Warhammer community article out. Just slip it in amongst all the Orc stuff. It's fine. We won't mind, because we want Slaanesh. Everyone wants Slaanesh. Let's be honest. There's no one sitting there going, well, actually, I think Slaanesh has had enough. No, Slaanesh has never had enough, especially when they haven't had anything for ages. So this just makes me happy. It makes me so happy. I can actually have, I might be able to do full Demon Allies for Emperor's Children with new kits and everything, and it's so good. And at the very least, picking up a box of whatever this is to kit bash the hell out of some Possessed is giving me happy tingly feelings. Oh yes, awesome. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to stop drooling all over myself. That would appear to be a brand new sprue of Slaaneshi bits for possibly Seekers, probably Fiends, or it could be something completely different. Who knows? The important bit is, though, Slaanesh is getting new stuff. It is, I think, fair to say, confirmed, and it makes me happy. Leave your best guesses in the description down below as to what the hell this is, as to what these things are, whether you think they are Fiends, whether they are Seekers, whether you think they could be a dual kit, and just throw it out there, because it's really fun to speculate when it's something like this clear and also this vague. It's nice. Let me know what you think this is in the comments down below. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you for the next one. Toodaloo.